Hi, I'm making a video, my first video for November. So it has been 9 days since I have not had to be accountable on my goal of making one video a day for the month of October. And God, I know it's freezing, but I feel ugly with my hood on. Not that I feel much cuter. I have about 15 layers on. It is iceberg freezing. And I just wanted to check in and make a video. My sister told me that she's my biggest fan, and if I'm reaching out to anybody, I'm reaching out to her because I feel like October really helped me. Oh, we got another runner. Look at this little runner, how cute. I just wanted to talk about a couple of things. I wanted to talk about the fact that I got an injury since the start of this month. I just, I wanted to switch up my course, and I decided to trek through a different direction in my neighborhood that leads out to another road. And it's not just one straight road like I've been walking, but it's actually almost 12 miles. Okay, so I loved it. I got it done in 2 hours and 12 minutes ish, 2 hours 15 minutes, something like that, every night. And I had and I started doing that, and I think it was, so 4 days in a row of doing that, and no sweat off my back. It was actually, I really liked it a lot. I went, instead of just a straight road, I went through this way, and then this way, and then this way, a lot of hills. However, through part of it, and because the time changed, it would get dark towards, the last part of my walk. I was walking, let me see if I can demonstrate, like this, so I'd be walking with my leg on the road like that. And I would do that to get out of the way of cars, because obviously the one luxury we don't have in Kentucky is fucking sidewalks. So it's my responsibility as a walker, and as a walker walking at night, that I see the cars and get the fuck out of their way, because it is pitch black and they do not see me. So there would be, half-mile long stretches that I would be walking in an awkward way. And, I'm walking almost 12 miles. And the awkwardness of that gave me a huge pain that turned into what I believe is shin splints on my left leg. And, so rough. So, I didn't notice it, obviously. It took a little bit of time to affect me. And on Friday night, I started into my walk feeling like a dull ache, and maybe 4 miles in, I literally felt like if I continued to walk, my leg was literally gonna snap. That's literally what it felt like. I called my mom, who I'll just say is not the biggest fan of my long distance walking. I don't get a lot of support from her about, my lifestyle change, even though my mom has instilled a quality I'm not very proud of, but of vanity in myself and my sisters our entire life. Being thin and this and that, and she has done that, and you would think that she would be super on board with this, but when I tell her, updates and my 10-mile milestone, or even when I went to 8 miles or whatever, she is anti-supportive. So I called her and I said, Mom, I'm this place, this is happening, can you please come and get me? And of course, she hopped in the car and she found me, and I had to hear the whole way back I only don't support you because I love you, and I just wish, you had listened to me because, I was trying to, I predicted this, I knew this was gonna happen, and I'm just like, bro, you're not a fucking psychic. You predicted what? That I might eventually get sore? Well, it happens, And it sucked to have to call her. I literally wanted to limp home or even hitchhike, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Kentucky people are nice, but they're not that fucking nice. Don't get in the car with strangers, babe. But this is on Friday night, so from Monday I had been doing this trail. On Friday, the actual 5th time I went to do it, I was like, no. So come home on Friday night, did some super mom activities, and a friend and neighbor of ours was going on a date and asked if I wouldn't mind having her twin sons sleep over. So I have my kids and twin boys around my son's age over at my house for a sleepover, and I, towed the line, and I had them over, and even though I had to work the next morning and whatever, so just came home and chilled that night, and kind of wasn't as cautious of what I was eating, so I made them all macaroni and cheese, and and I can't even remember, but I felt like I ate a little bit more than I normally do, and then I'm happy with, and whatever. I'm not trying to sound so strict, but I wasn't I was just why did I do that? I've been a lot easier on myself than I have been since last February when I started this. I've been very good and very disciplined, and just did that. And I think in my brain I was well, I'm doing a lot of extra work. I'm having extra kids sleeping over, and keeping my shit together, and blah blah blah. So let me just, I can eat. And I did that, so whatever. So moving on, Saturday comes around, and I'm in actual real pain from my leg. And so, I made the conscious decision to take the night off. I got Ben-K, I kept my leg up and iced it. And actually, I ended up babysitting those same twins again. And I knew I was going to take the night off, so I'm just, watching my shows on Netflix and having boys running around in the background and stuff. And again, I'm just kind of eating whatever the fuck that I want. And I'm saying this because I'm saying this out loud on a video, because since November, as opposed to October, checking in every day and, making a point to talk about how my day went and, how my meals that I prepped and blah, 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 but I haven't been having anybody to be accountable to. And so I make excuses for myself as to, I'm taking a night off, I have extra kids over, I'm gonna just eat like I want to. And again, it's when I eat something that's not on my regular, day-to-day menu of healthy options, high protein, blah 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 blah, I don't just eat a little bit. I freaking go in hard. That is the problem. I am not capable, or not very good at least, of saying just a little bit, just a bite. No, if I'm eating it, I'm okay, well, I've already blown it, so let me just go, let it rip, and it's fucked up. And so I ended up eating a huge portion of this pumpkin roll, and just and some Cheez-Its and spinach dip, and just stupid shit that I'm fuck. And then I'm also not walking. I don't know who I'm telling this to. I don't know why I'm making this video, aside from I just needed to talk about this, and I'm not pleased with myself. I definitely feel bloated and gross, and luckily my resting did help my leg, because I am feeling a dull pain right now walking, but I am out here in these streets, girl, and I'm walking and getting it in. I did choose a different route. I chose my same good old route that has hills, but it's level ground, and I'm not gonna be like hobbling off the sidewalk to avoid cars every 5 seconds. And I'm making it through, and I'm making this video. So I do think that I am going to check into this, to making a video like on a much more regular basis. I'm not going to commit to every this day or every that day, but checking in kind of feels therapeutic. Like making this right now feels therapeutic. Like I do not want to let myself think that because I feel like my body looks the way it looks, you know, or because I've gotten down, you know, and even because I fucking like work out like a beast, that I could just eat whatever I want and it'll be okay. It's not okay. You know, it's never ended well when I've given myself free rein to just stock up my fridge, you know, and my body with whatever the hell I want, just because, you know, I'm at a place where I'm happy now. I am not at maintenance. I am not at maintenance. I will always need to stay in the mode of like, honestly, you know, tracking my calories and like cutting myself off at the gate, you know. I need to like keep telling myself that and keep being accountable to myself, because cheat meals do not like work for me. Like it's like a cheat event. It's like a cheat festival. And this is so annoying because I don't like it. And honestly, like digestion wise, my body cannot handle eating bullshit. It just doesn't like it. It's like, fuck you. Like, you need to stop and like take heed of these warnings that you should not be eating a ton of Cheez-Its and spinach dip. And like, I feel like I'm just talking nonsense, but whatever. I'm getting it out in the open and I'm freeing myself of this bullshit. Today I'm on my beautiful path again. It's iceberg cold, but actually talking and walking is making my body warm up a little bit. My leg feels okay. When I get home, I'm going to do the whole routine and ace bandage it up and ice it and nurse my beautiful little leg back to health. And yeah, I know what I like. I know what can get me out of control, you know, as far as my diet. And I know that like it's, you know, I can bounce back, but I really need to always be checking in with myself to say like, are we repeating old behaviors and fucking up all of the progress that we made because we're just like doing really great mom stuff, so we deserve it, or, you know, whatever the case is. I'm really going to take care of that better, and I really am going to know that imagine if something happens and there's like a week where I'm not able to get out there and burn the calories like I've been doing and walking and exercising and stuff. Like, I need to work on the diet side. It's 100% important. 41 years old. I am not getting any younger. And I love the progress that I made. I love looking at my body. I'm excited about this. And I don't want it to go away. I only want it to get better. And yeah, that's literally all that I have to say. I'm like 14 minutes in, but anybody that ever accidentally watches this video or not, I don't know if you'll understand, but this is my life for the rest of my life, and I just want to like be proud of myself. And food is a really big bitch. It's probably like the most dangerous drug. I keep getting clips of my 600-pound life on my phone, and I feel like Dr. Now is trying to signal to me like, what the fuck? Like, stop. Okay. Have a good night. Bye.